Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me okay? My awful, annoying dog in the background? Cool. All right, so what I want to do today, I think this will actually be an interesting one, is add a new actor. So I'm working on the scene for the next dungeon, which is supposed to be like a pirate ship. And got one room so far. This is really just a test room to get as like a placeholder for this new actor I want to do. So let me actually fire it up and show you guys what it looks like right now. Cool. Yeah, so this is the ghost ship. I'm not so actually let me start over here. This lighting part of the motivation of this actor has to do with the lighting and the ambience. So the current lighting that I have set up in this room is just using normal environment lights, and it's okay. It's like it's kind of in the right direction for the colors that I want, but I want it to be have a little more contrast and be a little more dynamic. Oh, you guys, that's right. Let's move it down here. So this is the room. Everything I just said applies to this. I like the direction that the color is going in, but it's not there's not enough contrast. Like it's kind of hard to tell, just like with a quick glance, where the floor stops and the wall begins, and where the ceiling starts and all that. So the actor I'm going to build today is a like a torch lantern that hangs down from the ceiling and give some nice like lighting effects and glow effects to the room. And then hopefully we'll be able to compare like this, what we're looking at now, to the end result. And ideally, it looks better. So let's get started. First things first, we need a new blend file. It's going to hold this actor. I don't need all this stuff. Two. Yeah, missing link is outstanding. I really love that. It was a big motivator seeing that come out. Okay, so with the actor, I want this to be a torch, right? Or a hanging lantern, and I already have an asset created that I want to use as the base for this, which is this guy right here. These assets were not actually created by me; they were created by another member on the team. But I want this. This is our guy. This hanging lantern, and it's gonna give off some light. The only thing I'm not thrilled about with this is inside this texture. This flame is going to be kind of static, and we'll see how that looks. Maybe I'll get rid of that and add like a scroll inside. We'll see. Easily be able to repurpose for redacted. Yes, it is. You will be able to use the same thing. In fact, I'm going to do this in a way to make this just like a generic light source that you can change the colors and change the model as you need to. I think it's going to be easier to mount this from the ceiling. Yeah, let's do it that way. So let me put the origin up here at the top of the chain. There. This is our guy. So first things first, I need to like create the template for this actor, and I have a script that does this. Add actor pi. What am I gonna call this? Let's like point light lantern. Sure, good enough. I can show you that script real quick. It's kind of janky, but it's just a little Python script that adds in a bunch of necessary files and sets up some other necessary things in the project. So look at the status here. It's added an entry to the actor table, entry to the object table, modified the spec to include those things, and then I've got my object dependency created and my actor overlay file here. Let's see, what did I call it? I already forgot. Point light lantern. So this is the main actor file that we'll be working in, and what I can do is now I can add it to my scene. So technically this I'm not drawing anything yet, but I can add this actor in into the scene here. So we'll get rid of this torch, right? If I can select this stupid thing. There we go. So it's not going to be a torch anymore. This is going to be actor hanging lantern. And I need to change the type of that guy. This is now a custom actor, right? So we've got actor. Oh my god, the name is too much. Point light lantern. Actor point light lantern. And it is not going to have any params. And I need the object dependency as well. It's not Seotokai anymore. Object point light lantern. Let's export that. And assuming I didn't make any mistakes, you should get a little print statement that says everything is working correctly, and we got the basis of the actor present and updating. Yes, we do. Successfully initialize the actor, but it's not doing anything yet. So we need to create a display list that is going to be drawn. And that's what this is right here, the hanging lantern. So let me give this a good name. G hanging lantern DL. And I'm going to be exporting this. I always use custom path. So with FAST64 export options, if you are just like getting started and messing around and you want to learn how these tools work, you can just export directly into the asset of the like extracted assets in the decomp folder. But for my project, I keep all this stuff separate and do a little bit better organization, I think. So I'm going to be using this use custom path. You'll see this forever. There's also this replace vanilla DLs. Don't worry about that. So use custom path and you just pick where you want to export it to. And then I handle everything else manually myself, either through scripts or by editing necessary files, just so I have more control over what's going where. And I'm going to be exporting this into the object folder that I just created, which is here in mod assets, objects, object point light lantern. And let's export that guy. Let's look at what's in that folder now. Mod assets, objects, object point light lantern, ls. So we got the hanging lantern display list that we just exported, and then the object files. This I want to script this part. I'm still doing this manually. It's kind of tedious. I'll show you what I mean. So I need to go to object point light lantern. This would be very easy to script. I just have not done it for whatever reason. And I'm going to include it as a C file, g hanging lantern dl.c. I'll do the same for this guy. Include the header, g hanging lantern dl.h, and that's it. So now this object file is just grabbing the content from these other two C files and bringing them in here. What am I thinking regarding scope of the story as far as playtime length, number of dungeons? Good question. I don't really know how to estimate like playtime. I would hope that this is gonna reach, you know, at least 20 hours for somebody that is not trying to blaze through it. It'll probably be completable a lot shorter than 20 hours. I do want to have more side content than vanilla OOT had. So like ideally this lands somewhere in between like OOT and Majora's Mask in terms of side quests. So more than OOT, but less than Majora's Mask. The number of dungeons, so there's going to be probably 4, maybe 5 major dungeons. And when I say major dungeon, I'm defining that as a dungeon that has a mini boss, a final boss, a key item, and is like 20 plus rooms. So there'll be 4, possibly 5 of those. And then we'll also have minor dungeons, which are maybe like 10 to 15 rooms, much shorter. This would be like the equivalent to the child dungeons in OOT, like Deku Tree. And those, yeah, 10 to 15 rooms, and maybe they have a final boss, and that's kind of it. Maybe they have a key item. And then also mini dungeons. And the way I define mini dungeons is any dungeon that does not have a final boss. So we could have a mini dungeon that's 4 rooms, or one that is 14 rooms. This would be like Gerudo Training Grounds or Ice Cavern equivalent. What else? Oh, the other neat thing that we're doing to kind of add some more content that I'm actually really stoked about. If you've played Breath of the Wild, you're familiar with the shrine puzzles. I want to do sort of the same thing, but with grottos. So there'll be, I don't know, however many grottos there are in the game, 10 or 15 grottos. And each grotto, instead of just being like you drop in and there's a treasure chest waiting for you, instead you'll drop in and there'll be like a single room puzzle, or, you know, some small challenge that we liked but like didn't fit stylistically into any of the other dungeons that we wanted to do, but we really like the idea, so we can just toss it into a grotto. And I think that'll be really fun. Get to have a little more freedom as well in terms of puzzle design, because it doesn't need to like connect to an overarching theme or anything like that. It can be its own little isolated thing. So those will be a lot of fun to make. Looking forward to those. Anyway, where was I? I got the lantern DL here, so I need to draw it now. I can do that in the draw function of the actor life cycle. And I'm not going to do anything special with it yet. I'm just going to draw this on OPA. And this is G Hanging Lantern DL. Okay, hopefully I'm doing this right. We should see our lantern being drawn. Thanks, I see you. Hey, there it is. Although it's a little big, but it's there. Gigantern. Joshua Archer, yeah, good point. Let me show you something. You can go here to the mountain home. So, every grotto is going to have one of these special doors in it, and that door is sealed until you complete the puzzle in that grotto. In this case, it is a very simple puzzle. You have to hit this switch, and a switch opens the door. Inside is the grotto dimension, and this is like a way to link all grottos to every other grotto. And this is going to be like a fast travel system, right? So maybe you enter a grotto at Link's house and you can pop up in another one somewhere else. Only have these two connected at the moment. If I just cheat through here. I don't actually remember where this one takes me. Oh, same place, back to my home. But anyway, you get the idea, right? So that grotto dimension will be like like a fast travel hub to get around the world really quickly. And we'll put the grottos in areas that are important or tedious to get back to. I think we're also still going to keep warp songs, right? And warp songs will be how you get to like the big dungeons and things like that. But the grottos are just for getting around the world a little easier. And yes, these are relevant to the lore of the story, but I'm not going to talk about story. I have to keep some things close to the vest. So why was that so huge? I think it's because here, my actor scale. Let's set this actor scale to 100. Actually, probably 10. It's probably 10. Yeah, and not every grotto will be like solvable immediately. Like you may stumble upon a grotto fairly early game, but in order to solve it requires some item that you won't get until much later. Stuff like that. Okay, that's a little too small, I think. That's right, it is 100. Howdy, Velsa. When is the full game coming out? I have not officially made an announcement for when the game will be released, but I've been meaning to, because we do have a tentative release date. This is hanging from the ceiling, so it needs to go up here. There we go. That looks pretty good, right? Okay, let's add the lighting stuff. And I'm just gonna be copying this pretty much straight out of the torch. Joshua, yes, it will be open source. Once the final game is done and released, I'll be open sourcing the project and making all the assets and code publicly available. All right, let's look at Torch. Yes, this is Ocarina of Time. Okay, Torch in it. This is what I need. Need stuff with the lighting. All right, light info. Oh yeah, this is gonna be dependent on. Actually, what if I just make this 0 and change this around a little bit? So instead of putting the origin at the top of the chain, I'm going to put it in the center of the lantern, and that will make it easier to place, because you're just like placing it where you want the light to be, right? That makes a lot more sense. Pop the cursor down there, right click, set origin to 3D cursor. There we go. Yeah, and then you can also like adjust the height, because this is a chain. You can just, you know, stick it up further in the ceiling if you don't need that much chain showing. Cool. Yeah, this is a way better idea to do it. We'll pause Y, we'll pause Z. These are the colors. Okay. Let's set our base colors. Let's make a macro for this. Define light color. All right, how do we want to lay out the params? Let's see. Let's just do it like a very naive approach at first. color. Do color green, color max. And then we're going to have an array of, we're going to have an array of vec3s? No. We just need a 1 byte for this. S light colors, color max 3 because it's RGB. And green, let's just go hard green at the start and see. 0 RGB 02550. Let's do it in hex. Why not? And we'll just make the lowest nibble will index the light color. So that's going to be XF. Oh, the date. Sorry, I said that we had a date, and then I never I never gave it to you. Okay, the ambitious goal is to have this released by December 31st, 11:59 p.m. 59 seconds, 2023. So as much time as it takes next year, ideally it will be playable as soon as 2024 starts. That's my goal. At a -1. Yeah, Joshua, one of the things I've kind of been doing since I started the project was keeping like very open with and transparent with the development of it, which is like why these streams exist. Well, part of the reason why they exist. And that has been like incredible for my motivation to keep working on the project. My biggest fear is for Indigo to go the way of so many other OOT mods in the past that kind of die alone in the dark and never get to see the light of day. So I'm doing whatever I can to avoid that, and I think a lengthy development cycle is a good way to get it abandoned. So by having a goal date, I can reevaluate in 6 months and see if I'm on track with the initial scope, and if not, I'll be cutting content and getting it down to size so that it can come out next year. So I know that I would rather play a smaller mod that was actually released than anticipate a larger one that never comes out. I think a lot of people would feel the same way. Okay, light info. What is light info? Light info. Let's grab one of these. Don't need that part. All right, setting up our light, giving a glow radius of -1. And we're going to insert it into the light context. Keep track of it with light node. That's what I need. I also need the light node. Do you ever have people apply to be early testers? Yeah. So we actually have a lot of people that test, thankfully, which is super awesome. More testers means more bugs found, and that I cannot tell you how many times I think I have like something nailed down perfectly, and then I give it to the testing team, and there's just I wake up the next day with like 30 new issues filed for all the bugs that they found. Yeah, if you are in the Hylian modding Discord, we have a channel there for Indigo, and all public communication with the mod I post there. And anytime I've got like a big new patch for someone to run through testing, I'll share there and try to get some folks to help me test. Yeah, and the other thing, Joshua, like I said, it's all going to be open source. So even if, unfortunately, we're not able to realize those ideas, maybe we'll continue working and pick it up for like a a sequel or something like that, or just keep working and make like a new Final Cut version later, or somebody else uses those assets and ideas and brings it to life in their project. Yeah, I thought we would have to clean this up. Move the light. This is a bunch of extra torch logic that we don't care about, because torch is also like light deku sticks and light arrows and stuff like that. That's not what this does. It's just ambient lighting. So we don't need any of this. Should this make a burning sound? Let's see how it feels. This is any NASE EV torch. Okay. So this is no longer do nothing. This is like burn. Let's call it active. Lit. There we go. I want to drop this down because I think the default torch is like a little too loud. So I'm gonna bring this down a bit. This is what I need. SFX flag. Projected pause. Yeah, let's leave it like that. This actor. Projected pause. I don't know what the 4 does, honestly. Frequency, default, volume. We're gonna put our volume here, and we'll use the default reverb as well. And let's lift this into another function. Play SFX. Is the Master Sword in this mod, or is that just the sword button? we're replacing all of the sword models with new stuff. There is no master sword, so we are like loosely following some of the existing canon, in that like this takes place after OOT, after Majora's Mask. 20 or so years pass, and then Indigo. So it's child timeline, and there is no master sword there. Set color and radius, that's what I need. Let's just keep it static for now. I think this is where I'll be able to add some dimming and stuff. Radius. This might be dynamic later, but for now, let's just make this 200. Lanterns will have chain physics. I don't know. I think that might be a little much for just like an ambient thing. But I do. There is something tangentially related to that. If we're able to get to it, I will show you. I have an idea. Okay, let's see if this worked on the first try. I don't know what oh, Hero Shade. That's like, oh, nope, did not compile. Hero Shade is the guy that like teaches you all the other moves and stuff like that. Invalid initializer. Huh? That's light colors. Invalid initializer. Oh, I can't do it like that, I see. Why not? I feel like I should be able to do it like that. Sorry, I'm not actually that great of a C programmer. The last time I wrote C before I started this project was like 15 years ago. It was the first language I ever learned, and I was very happy to get rid of it. Can I do it like this? Okay. I'm just going to fake this and move on. I'll figure this out later, but I don't want to waste too much time on figuring out how C works. That's not fun for anybody to watch. And actually, if this is always going to get overridden, doesn't even need to be here. My favorite OOT ROM hack is NimPy's Adventure, because it was the first one I ever saw, and it is what inspired me to actually start OOT modding, so it has a very special place in my heart. Oh, it's still in the ceiling. That's right, because I moved it up there. Let's pop her down right there. Hey! Look at that. We got our glow. It's behaving pretty weird though, huh? It's like coming in and out. Hmm.
Yeah, shoot. You know what? I'm not.
Maybe there's some more torch stuff I gotta do. Yeah. Sometimes it's really easy to just get like stuck in the details. And honestly, like only having a rough idea of what I need to do here doesn't help either. Light info, brightness, light radius. Dude, I don't know. I feel like that's all it should need. Set the glow info. Insert the light. Let's try just calling it straight an update. There's no reason this should have any effect, but let's try it. Let's also change the color to red. I don't think so. The way point lights work is the glow is checking the camera eye to determine if it should draw or not. I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Let's try. We can test it really easily. Let's do this. Let's add a plane. Make this large. And this needs a material. Floorboards. Just because, why not? And this guy, I'm going to remove the parent. Okay, let's see. Get rid of all the other like walls and collision. Nope, sadly. Still happening. That's so bizarre, huh? Maybe it's got something to do with my lighting settings. Let's try just adding like another. What? This is not how I wanted this to go. Already stuck in like a weird bug that I have no idea what's going on. Even the stuff that I think I'm gonna know how to do, weird stuff happen. Huh. Trying to think what this could be. Let's see. Is it happening with the torch? Let me change one of these guys to a regular torch. It's like flickering, right? But I think that's just part of its brightness. Where was that happening? Yeah, brightness, brightness. Let's just make this full brightness. Light radius. 200. So let's go 0. That way it's the same as ours. That is infuriating. I literally copied the code. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. It's actor draw order. Gotta be. What is this? Aha, this is a prop. And I need to make this. This is not a BG object. It is a prop. You were correct. Whoever said Z fighting. It is depth compare, and it is occasionally drawing behind the floor. Okay, I expected that to fix it immediately, actually. 4 and 10. No, I don't care about being hookshot. Yeah, 4 and 5 is 5. Let's do it just to see. It is a prop. This is also a prop. This is like drawing the torch. Let me get rid of all this stuff in the Sioku die draw. Man, I really thought that was gonna fix it. It should have fixed it. Yeah, why is this one fine? Maybe there's something else going on in the init. Torch type. Do I need a shape? I don't think so. Let's try it. Let's pop a shape in there, see if that fixes it. All right, what if I, too, turn off my draw? Thanks, Ruben. I appreciate that. Aha! Look at that. Okay. You know the culprit. I cannot take the easy way out with drawing. Let's add. Let's draw it the same way that this is drawing it. See if that fixes it. No. Maybe I need to set up the XLU display list. Is drawing a glow? I don't know. Oh. Oh my god. I know, I know exactly what's happening. Ah. Okay. I'm gonna put the origin point. Oh no, I'll shift it here. We'll pause Y. Bring that down a little bit. I think, again, Tyler was correct all along. It does have to do with intersecting with some geometry. Yeah, okay. So the glow is actually inside the torch model, right? And because of the way this geometry is set up with these planes, if I happen to be looking at it at the right angle, I could see inside of it. Dang, that's obnoxious, huh? I guess that's okay. So that's the main difference with the torch and this hanging lantern, is I want the light to be basically inside this thing, but I can't do it that way. It's gonna have to be slightly lower. Maybe 20 is too much, but perhaps 10. Okay, don't need active shape. Should still have prop though. That's because that's the more correct category. I don't need all of this stuff after all. You can go back to this way of drawing it. Let me revert the changes I made here to regular torch. Still too low. Man, maybe I can find a different different solution to this. How are these faces oriented? I'll at least put it on the bottom here. Yeah, there is certainly is a game. I just don't know how to do it. So I'm gonna do a workaround so we can keep moving, make progress. Okay, let's get rid of that guy. Bring back our room. I think. Okay. If I think yeah, I think what you're. Uh-oh. Just fell through the world, huh? Yeah, I'm probably gonna try going the way that you're thinking, Alexander. Like if I can have the ray cast to check for geometry intersection happen from below the torch, or at some offset outside of the range of it, but still allow the glow effect to draw, like, you know, shift it up a little bit. That would be ideal. But anyway, I'm gonna get this working for now, and it's gonna look kind of off, a little too low. But that's like a polish thing I can come back and fix later. So I want to get to the next part, which is really gonna blow your minds. Yeah, that's a shame, because that looks so bad. That looks really awful, huh? Okay, I'm gonna grab another beer. I'll be right back. I need 20 seconds. All right. So now I'm gonna switch over to the cool thing that I wanted to show you guys. Let me go back and change the lighting. We're not using that one. Nice and eerie. This is like kind of the vibe I'm going for. But I don't like the color of the thing. So let me change that. Um hmm. Kind of want this to be like a bright green, something like that. Like a greenish teal almost. Let's try this. See how this one works. So this is 5.7 FF BC. Yeah, this is going to be a ghost ship. Give me 1 sec to verify that this color is good, and then I will show you some more info on the ship. No, that's not good at all. Let's try this. There we go. It's too dim, but I will show you why that won't matter in just a second. First, let me pull up for whoever asked about where this place is. Skip down ahead here. Go ship. Uh-oh, did I delete? Sure did. So it's going to be, this is kind of like the thematic region. So this bottom one is like the outer setting, kind of like the wharf, and then the actual dungeon itself will take place on this abandoned, decaying ghost pirate ship. It's like falling apart, and is all like nasty. And this is the color scheme I'm going for as well. These like greens and teals and dark blues and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, okay. So now, time for the exciting part. This is something that I just finished. It is a custom thing that I added to Fast64, which is use point lighting. And let me re-export my scene with this point lighting enabled. And you'll see I've also changed the lighting. So before I had the ambient color was turned up pretty high, and that was to illuminate the room with just kind of a natural or like a background light that's just an equal light source on all areas. But because I'm using this new point light system from Majora's Mask, actually backported this point lighting from Majora's Mask, I'm going to set the ambient color to be really dark, as well as the other, like the diffuse colors as well, are going to be much darker. So hopefully this gives me some really cool contrast with this new light. Hopefully. Yeah, here we go. That's looking pretty cool, right? That's neat. I like that a lot. And then let me show you what this scene looks like without the light at all. Turn that off. It's not perfect, but it's moving the right direction for what I want. Yeah, so much darker without the light, and it doesn't have like that natural green on everything. Let me move the lantern to the other end of the room. Let's try that. Put it like right here next to the door. Oh, I forgot to turn it on. Honestly, I'm not like thrilled with the color it's throwing off yet, though. Still need to tweak that a little bit. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Cool. The glow still disappears. I like that a lot. Oh, let's do. Let me add some fun stuff here just to play around with it. And if we move right, we'll add 10. Yeah, John, I think you're right. I'm wondering if a 3D model is a better way to go. But I'm still gonna have to solve this issue either way. The light's not following. Maybe I need to do light info params point. Ah, there we go. This is going to be the cool part. The moment, well, I've been waiting for to show you. You guys don't know it's coming yet. Yeah, it can like illuminate. That's kind of what I like. See, so I'm imagining a sequence where you've got to follow like a little lantern, and it's illuminating the way through some obstacle, right? I think that would be pretty neat. Yeah, I know what you're saying, CD. I haven't been fully happy with them either, which kind of makes me sad because I spent so much time on it. I'm like forcing it to work. But yeah, if it's not coming together, I may have to throw in the towel and just like vertex paint this scene, and reserve this for like some cool sequences that I want to do. Okay. I want this to rotate. See, the other reason I initially had the origin set at the top of the chain is so that I could like rotate it. Make the map really bright, ambient light really dark, point light somewhere between. Okay. Yeah, that's true. The textures I'm using here are already pretty dark. I wonder if there's something I could do in the combiner with that to make them look better. If I just add white to it. No, not quite. If I make this shade and make this primitive LOD. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't get combiner stuff. I'm not gonna try. Let me try adding some more geometry actually to this. See if that helps. Just do like a quick, just add on a subdiv. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Sorry. Subdivide. Let's give it the best chance it can. Tons of tries. Yeah, probably need to try like just brightening this up in Asaprite or whatever. Too many tries. Doesn't even load. Let's just go 1 level, 2 levels. Because the number of tries is going to affect like how good and accurate the lighting is. Yeah, it's kind of better. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be tweaking this for like years and years. Wall texture looks more like brickwork instead of a ship plank. Let's see what I can do about that. I do have some other wood textures I can try using. One's not bad. See how that looks in game. How's that look, S Noakes? Any better? Moving in the right direction, maybe? Generate wood via AI. Go away. I feel like the ceiling is going the wrong direction. Like the ceiling and the floorboards should be the same, right? Like if the ceiling is going side to side, the floor should be going side to side? I don't actually know. Okay. Let's try changing the ceiling first. I don't think so. Let's make the floor go side to side. Maybe that's looking right. Some nails? Get out of here. Way too detailed. I just like paint some black dots on the texture. It's about all I'm capable of. Now the floor feels like bricks. I don't know. I don't know about this one. Oh, I just didn't stretch them enough. Okay, it's unfair comparison. Let me start over. There. I have not gotten any good textures in my AI attempts yet that feel usable. Yeah, okay. I think you guys are right. Horizontal planks match the ceiling, and in general, the plank should be perpendicular to the direction that you're making progress in the room, right? That makes sense. Also, God, this section is so annoying. I don't know why I thought this would be fun. I turned off like the ledge grab. You just fall off of it instead of like if you fall off a normal ledge, you know, you grab it correctly, right? I was like, ah, let's make a little narrow pit that they have to cross, and you have to go really slow. Actually, you know what will be better here? Let's do this. Add an empty. This is going to be an actor. It's not in assets. Don't know why I put it in that collection. I see. Are you still here? What's the name of the pendulum blade? Oh, it's pendulum blade. Okay. Actor pendulum blade. All right. Object. Blade. Good name. Really good name. was like the first word I chose to describe it. I wish I could name things as well as you. Where's the is the origin for these at the tip or the bottom? Do you remember? It's probably at the tip, right? Yeah, because that's how they rotate. Every dungeon needs a bit of Sen's Fortress. Funny story. The whole reason this actor exists. Oh, they're way too big. Too big. Let's make them smaller. Just to see. Yeah, I figured like since it's already not fun to walk across the precarious path with no obstacles, let's make it even better. Oh, was that the wrong direction? That might be. Yeah, we may want to add. Yeah, okay, there we go. That's right. We may want to add something to their params that can scale them up a little bit or down. Like just have a couple different set sizes we can use for different regions. Here we go. Perfect. Oh my god, I hate it. Oh my god. How many times is it going to take me to get across this? Oh, and the not being able to grab onto the ledge is like so terrible. I have an idea. Dude. Okay, and I'm just okay. I hate it. It's not gonna work. That is too much. Oh, you know what? Let me try that actually. Let me try Pegasus Dash. Good call. Just to see if it works. If I can line one up here. Nope. Jesus. These do so much damage. Is it doing like 2 hearts of damage each time I get hit? Or is it 1 heart and then... Yeah, okay, it's 1 heart and then 1 heart from the void. Yeah. Nope. It's too much. There's probably gonna be spiders though, right? Maybe we put a guy. Just for fun. Exaggerated death traps? What do you think we're doing? Huh. Oh, I didn't even set it as a... Oh, that's a way better. That's a much cooler idea, CBI. This is why they pay you the big bucks. God damn it. This is such a bad... This is so unfun. It's just like, yeah, let's walk across a narrow path. That's exactly what I want to do with Zelda. And every time you, like, oh my god. I hate it. Let's keep this asset around, just in case I want to use it for something else. Pop a little grate there. Wish there was a good sound for walking on metal, but there's kind of not. Wizrobes that summon backup? I don't think there's going to be any wizrobes here, no. This is mostly a, like, ghost skeleton ship. Use stone? Okay, let's try stone. Yeah, modify iron boots, but that would be like effort. Oh, this thing's upside down. I think so. Is that what happened? Yeah, it is. Howdy, Derek. Hope you're doing all right. That looks good. Let's get some water in there. Something like that. Dark water. Um, these UVs are stretched. How do I fix that again? Re-unwrap it? Yeah, there we go. Looks about right. Something like that. Let's scroll this. What did I set to scroll that on? Segment 8. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, that's pretty good. I dig it. Bring it up just a smidge. Now I need to scroll it. Shock Arrow, is it inspired by Breath of the Wild? I'm not sure inspired is a strong enough word. That was way too long of a setup for that joke. But yes, they are a direct rip from Breath of the Wild shock arrows. Uh-oh. Slightly above the grate? That's an interesting idea. Then I would need to add a water box, though. Because I'd want the puddle effects. I think I like that idea though. There's definitely I'll have some section in this dungeon where you walk through shallow water like that, but it's not going to be this section. Anyway, what was I doing? Text scrolling. Yeah, the bombs are less good. The shock arrow, I feel like I nailed it. The bomb arrows are kind of not as good, but yeah, also the same, inspired from quote unquote inspired from Breath of the Wild. Yeah, that looks. He's talking about the GI model, Hysuya, not the in-game model. You know what I want? I kind of want this to. Steal this. See how this looks. That's not correct. That's not what I want. Maybe just back and forth. Circle. I think back and forth with a little sway side to side, that'll look cool. Ghoul. Yeah, that's nice. Still kind of stuttery though. Which I am not thrilled about. I don't know why that's happening. Broken wood. I don't have a good broken wood one, no. But I like that idea. There was something else I did want to do later on, which was it's still like jittery, huh? Have a section of the dungeon where you have to destroy part of the floor. Like there's loose rotted wood on the floor. You destroy that and then drop down into a room below that you previously couldn't access. If I get rid of this garbage. How's this for water? Okay, I don't want to spend any more time on this. I'm just going to scroll it to the side. There we go. I dig it. Oh, astute of you may notice I also changed Tail's color. So it, like, it's illuminating that Skulltula as purple, although Tail is currently yellow, and it is still illuminating it as purple. So that's a bug. But instead of just being a white glow, now it's I'm gonna make it actually like a glow based on the color that Tail is. Cool. So we got our point light. It's still too loud though, wasn't it? Yeah, it's still pretty loud. Let me turn the volume down even more. Wait, pendulum blade. Turn this down to like 0.4. Uh-oh. That's better. You guys probably can't even hear it. It's pretty subtle now. It's about all I wanted to do. I guess I should give it some flicker, right? We're not fully done with the lantern. Let's give it some flicker. How does the old Siokudai do it? Should it flicker or should it like pulse? What would look better? Flickering or let's try. Well, we already know it. Let's just try flicker first because I can just copy the code. See how flicker looks. That's not bad. Maybe it's a little harsh though, I think, right? Like the range, it's too much. So let's make this just be 50 and then add 50 there. It's still a lot. Like 208. Oh, this should be 2. Yeah, 220. Right? Wonder if any music in this ROM hack is going to be remixes of songs from other Zelda games. Me too. I wonder that as well. There we go. That's like a good amount of flicker, I think. It's pretty subtle. Just to give it a little bit of light. And it's cool. I'm pleased with how the scene is coming together. It's looking neat. But it is time for the next thing I want to work on. Okay. Are the textures from Stable Diffusion? No, we were just talking about this earlier, actually. I have not been able to have any good textures come out of Stable Diffusion. Really great concept art, but the textures are all kind of pretty boring. Or just bad. $70. Wait, what is the actual boss key chest? 2. 27E. Oh. This is just going to be like a miscellaneous small chest. Treasure flag is the last one, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a lot of like floundering around and just trying things. Very rarely do I have like a clear. Oh, these are backwards. Okay. Did this get merged? Yes, it did. Huh? Oh, God, I'm so dumb sometimes. This is gonna be scene Dread Captain's Flagship. Is that not just like an awesome name? What other is it in player? Yes, it is. What's the Blender plugin called? I have it actually, but I don't remember what it's called. Give me one sec. Dream Textures. That's what it is. Dream Textures. It's a great question, CDI. I rarely know what's going on in there. I had to mute that channel like a month ago. which is sad. Like, I feel, you know, partly responsible for that channel, and I have to avoid it because there's a lot of things happening in there that I just don't care about. Anyway. Cool. So let me show you this this neat item I made. Didn't work. Cannot find. Okay. What style of dungeon progression are you going for? So this dungeon is going to be largely combat focused because I'm giving the player a really cool combat item that they're gonna want to use immediately. And it's like a brand new item. So I want to give like plenty of opportunity to have fun and explore all the usage of that. So the first part of it will be kind of a navigation puzzle, and then you get the key item, and then you just like wreck the ship and destroy everything in it and go plunder the treasure. Yeah, I guess you could maybe compare it to like some of the rooms in Gerudo Training Grounds or some of the rooms in Shadow Temple, like that sort of level of combat focus. Maybe Shadow Temple's better, although yeah, Shadow Temple's pretty linear. This is going to be a pretty linear one too. This is going to be like the second dungeon in the game, so I'm okay with being a little bit of a lower complexity, introducing a like wildly different gameplay mechanic. Give just a short warm up on how to use that and how fun it's going to be, which is hopefully very fun. What's going on here? Did we break main? I think we did. Yeah, this doesn't exist, does it? Thought the ship in the third quest hack was cool. Yeah, everything about third quest is really neat. Really neat. We need to tell Tell Nitro that we broke main. All right, be right back while that's building. It should just be like 45 seconds or so. Yeah, so this new item that I want to show you guys is pretty minor overall, but it is going to be important to this dungeon. I'm not going to be like sharing this item outside of this stream, so exclusive sneak peek just for you guys, and I guess anybody else that watches this in the future. Because there's like a whiff, just like a gentle just waft of story influence on this item, which and for the most part we're keeping the story pretty tightly guarded. But here's the idea, right? So instead of a normal boss key, we'll get the skeleton key. And the idea is, pirates are like a pretty secretive bunch, right? So there's going to be like an absurd amount of locked doors throughout this dungeon, like way more. Like you're going to enter and be like, oh my god, that's a lot of locked doors. And there's going to be no way to open them all at first, right? And most of it's going to be like optional content. But you eventually find, like, you know, you get to the pirate captain's room or quarters or whatever, and they've got the skeleton key, which unlocks everything on the ship. So you can use that key to unlock every door. And then you can use it to unlock skeleton form at the very end. Yeah. But the other thing I wanted to do is make a locked chest. I thought that would be kind of neat. So that's what I want to start on now. Let me save this guy, actually. Alexander, if you want to start ROM hacking OOT specifically, you should learn C. If you care about getting into the programming side of things. If you don't, plenty of people have made OOT mods without knowing how to program. You won't be able to do as much of the like custom new stuff. You know, you'll be able to replace assets and build new scenes and stuff like that, but you won't be able to like modify the behavior of an enemy or make a new enemy and stuff like that without knowing how to program it. All right, let's grab. What the treasure chests have skeletons? Why was that necessary? That is so interesting. I would have assumed they just like rotate the top open. Oh, maybe I guess when it falls down, they want to bounce it around. Even then, why does it need so many bones? It's just a box. Okay, this isn't helpful. Yeah, it's drawing it as a skeleton, right? That's so weird. I wonder why they did that. I'm sure they had a good reason. Okay, whatever. Guessing it's G treasure chest skull. Oops. Wrong one. Let's import this guy. What? There's not even. Okay, how do the? I'm wondering why they made treasure chests use a skeleton instead of just a regular old display list with a collider. Yeah, I guess I just in my mind it would be so easy to just to find that animation in code. I don't know. I was also thinking like the thing where it bounces on the ground and all that stuff. Yeah, maybe. It's obnoxious. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to like import these one by one. The bouncing is code, but the opening is okay. That's I guess that's pretty par for the course. Here we go. That's what I want. Okay. Is this symmetrical? Yeah, it looks like it is. Okay, there's our treasure chest. And this is a reference. The other thing I need is from door. Ooh, what's this? And the door is uncalled on the first possible frame after spawning. Huh. That's fascinating. I love these. One of my favorite things about the decomp project is these bug comments where the folks who decompiled the game have like realized and discovered how glitches and bugs and stuff work, and they leave these in here. It is just absolutely fascinating. I love this stuff. This was found in the 3. Are you serious? That's hilarious. Wow. How funny. Draw door lock. Dungeon keep. Should have known. Okay, there's the lock. And I also want chains. I'm so curious to know like what scenario you had set up in the dungeon that was triggering that. It's amazing. Okay. So how should this look? I'm thinking, should I just like slap this bad boy right here in the center? Scale down a little bit. It's gonna be hard because I still want like want the unlocking thing to play when you unlock this chest. Yeah, that's hard. Yeah, you know what? Here, let's let's move that down there. How would you lock it though? What does a locked chest even look like? That might be a little much. Okay, this is my favorite one so far. Going around the sides. This is kind of what I imagined in my head as well. The problem is how am I gonna like animate this opening? Do I just shrink these down? Because I feel like in a perfect world, because you know when you open a locked door in the base game, right? The chains like shrink and it looks like they're being pulled up the sides of the door. Ideally, I would do something similar for this, but because it's like a 3D object, right? I don't think it's gonna work. I mean, doors are 3D objects too. You know what I mean, right? Like I need these to make the chains explode. But it's gonna be like if it's going all the way around the box. Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea. Let's do this. Let's get this thing aligned vertically as best I can. And make this like a lot longer. Uh-oh, does it run out? Get out of here. You're clamping. Is this vertex colored too? Is that what's happening? it is. Can't be, right? Maybe this is just a weird, like, Blender thing. Okay. I mean, it did look like it, huh? Okay, so that's tall enough now that I can adjust that. Give the chains a skeleton. I don't want to do that. This is a long try. I wonder if... Oh, I'm about to make more, actually. So it doesn't matter. This... No. Oh, man, that's annoying. Let's do it this way, then. See how many we need first before I go too crazy. So we're gonna put that like right there. The chains don't loop properly. Oh my god, you're right. No one will notice. You guys see my plan here? I'm gonna wrap this around. You know what? Before I bend this, I'm gonna make it long so it's easier to get the UVs right. I'll just cut it down to size later. Sorry, I'm focusing. This wasn't read chat. Will there be magic mimic locked chests that have their chains fly off and wrap up Link, only for the chest to open up and reveal it has teeth and a mouth, and then eat Link? There could be, if you want to make one for me. Sounds like a lot of work. Yeah, I might just have to redo the UVs on this after I already don't like how difficult this is. I'm just gonna do it manually. Do I not have my verts merged or something? Why is this being so difficult? Aha, that is what it was. Oh, annoying faces in there. That makes sense though. Should have got rid of these guys. Thing is, I don't really want a edge loop because I want this like weird, you know, deformation on the. I think I have to do it this way. Dude, do we even need the chains? Let's just there. This is what locked chests look like. Very obvious. Shrink wrap. Now you're just making up words. Okay. I realize this is probably the worst possible way I could have gone about doing this. But sometimes, you know, that's just how it goes. So I don't really know what I'm doing in Blender. What the? What? These are vertex colored. That's so weird. Huh, I would have never guessed. What's the name of this door chain? Team viewer me in. I'll fix the stretching later, don't worry. Oh, I regret this. I should have just listened to CDI. But we're in too deep. It is too late. I'm almost done. Perfect. Exactly how I wanted that to go. This should be cut out, right? Oh, come on. What? What have I done here? All that work and it doesn't do the thing? Oh, it's just clipping. Okay, just whew. Oh man, I was about to have a bad time. But we're good. Okay, let's just scale this up a smidge. Down. Okay. Let's just see if I can fix some of the really bad warp spots. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's not too bad. Oh my god, look at that. It even ends right on the edge of the beautiful. That was definitely the correct way to do that. There was no alternative. That was the only way to create this mesh. I just don't see any possible alternative. Okay. I'm so glad. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that mirror just like worked. If I had to do the other side, I probably would have just thrown in the towel. All right. Going down is easy. I'm just gonna drop. Well, maybe I'll just use. I'll like cut a piece off the back just so it's oops. I don't care if that clips to the floor because you can't see through the floor. That's all there is to it. Make this bigger. It's actually kind of bothering me. Let me just. Boom. That was good. Look at that. Lock chest. Fix it. Just for you. It shouldn't be the same color though, right? Because maybe this isn't like enough to distinguish. Yeah, it is. That's actually totally fine, right? If you saw two of these, let's hide this guy. You waltz up and be like, "Oh, this is quite different." Is it worth like shading the treasure chest to be like more piratey? Like maybe pirates have their own kind of treasure chests. I mean, the thing is, this is vertex colored, so look at these. Look at this insane. Like, what's going on here? Is this some like weird Fast 64? I don't understand. Like, why would it? Just why? Maybe it's like more orange. Oh, it doesn't even. Okay. Yep, that's totally that's good enough. All right. Do locked chest chain top right. Do I need 4 DLs for this, or can I get away with just 2 and mirror it? I actually don't know how to mirror encode, so I'm just gonna do 4. Oh, my names are backwards actually. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Representing normals and oh, is that what it is? Yeah, you're right. You are absolutely right. It's weird that Fast64 does that though. Okay. Now I'm not going to be creating a new object for these because I'm going to be putting it into Dungeon Keep. So I already think I have in my mod assets. Yes, I do. And now my single biggest complaint with fat. Oh wait, actually I should set these origins in a good way. Let me think about this. I guess it should be in the center, right? That'll be easiest. Yeah, let me just do it that way. Yeah. Okay. Most annoying part of Fast64. Bottom right. Copy that. Paste. Export. Copy that. Paste. It's just like so silly. Why can't it just be the name that I want to export it as already? The top and bottom chains are different widths. You're kind of right. There. Now it's the same. You Blender tutorial stream for me or you? If you're offering, I'm down. So I have a lot to learn about Blender. Let me make sure all my normals are pointing outwards. Yeah, they are. A stream where I learn about Blender the entire time. God, that sounds absolutely miserable. I cannot think of a less fun way to spend an evening. Who would watch that? Just a stream of me watching YouTube videos and... All right. Let's add this in. Engine keep. Oh, I don't actually have that brought over. The chest is locked because we're making locked chests. All right. Now I need to be, where do I need to be? Box? Object box. No. End box. Yes. End box type. We'll just draw it on the small one for now as a proof of concept. You guys are so impressed with my BIM skills. You don't have to say it. I already know. Distilled motivation. Honestly, the reason I'm so motivated is because I've been like so public with the project and I have so many people like reaching out to me and wanting to do streams and stuff like this. That really helps a lot. All right. You guys want to take bets? Chances on this working on the first try? No. Never take that bet. Oh shoot, I put these in Dungeon Keep. Why'd I do that? It should be in box. Just gotta like limit yourself to 3 hours at a time. Here we go. Second try. Yeah, Phoenix, I hear ya. I tried to start this project like 2 years ago. And this was before decomp had reached 100% matching. And I was super motivated at the time, but I bounced off it really quick because I could not cut it with Blender 2.79 and Sharp Ocarina. Like, Sharp Ocarina is an amazing tool, and it is super impressive that something like that exists, but it was not for me. The workflow was too painful, so I gave up, and I thought I was done. And then I finally heard decomp hit 100%, and I jumped back in, and it's been like an absolute dream. I mean, working with decomp for modding is not perfect, but I've been programming for the better part of 15 years, so I am so much more comfortable working in a like more traditional code base project than injecting stuff straight into the ROM. I'm not cut out for it. I can't hack it as a binary hacker. I don't have that skill set. Yeah. Oh, hey, Dry. Nice to see you here. Get rid of that. This type, box type, small. I did small, right? Third try is the charm. Yeah, so to animate this thing opening, I'm gonna scale this guy down, and then I'm gonna text scroll the chains and scale them down and out of the way. Actually, just yeah, text scroll for a while and then make them disappear or something. Oh god. Oh, I know what I did. Custom models are possible now, Phoenix. Still, multiple definition. Oh, that's a really good idea. I need a really long texture though, because this thing's already looping. Hmm. What have I done wrong here? Assets, include in assets. This file shouldn't exist anymore. Yeah, it doesn't. I have like some weird cache problem here. Know what I've done. This should be the easy part. This is correct. That's correct. There's no, this doesn't make any sense. This is what I'm doing everything right. Let's try again. This is clean. This fails again for the same reason. I'm going to, I don't know. It's exhilarating, huh? This is the content that y'all come here to see. Just waiting for things to compile. It worked. I told you I did it right. I don't know. I had some like stale stale assets or some stale part of my build. Not sure. Sort of worked. Weird. Oh, I need to. Okay, I know what to do. I need to set the origin to the right place on the treasure chest. Another maybe smarter way to do this would to do some matrix math and like rotate everything into place, but I'm not CDI fail, so I can't do that. It might have a bottom. I just imported the parts of the chest that I needed. Let me see, actually. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. Side and lid. Maybe it probably only has a bottom when it's falling. I bet that's what it is. They've got some, they only, because there's no point to draw the bottom, like, normally, right? Dang, now it's backwards. But dude, look, oh, that looks pretty good. I mean, the lighting is kind of whack. I don't know why it's not receiving the lighting, but okay. Let's spin these around. I imported vertex colored chain. I don't know. I don't know what I imported. I just imported whatever it was from doors. Yeah, maybe I just set the material. Good call. Let me do that. Okay, this is it. Finally get to see it in action. At least the graphics part. Nice. Let me move that over to the other side of the room so it gets some light on it. It's kind of dark right here. Cool. So you come over, you get the special boss key for this dungeon. And then you see, oh, look at this weird chest. That chest is locked, but I have the key. Now I get extra treasure. Cool. So the last part will just be, yeah, adding some logic to make sure you can't open this unless you have a small key or you have the special key. And then, yeah, animate the stuff to, like, you know, fade away and disappear when you kick it open. The chains and locks were backwards because I rotated the chest in Blender so that I could just look at it from front orthogonal and see the front of the chest. So I actually modeled the chains backwards the first time around. So I flipped them back the way they should have been. So it wasn't a Band-Aid fix. It was actually reversing another thing that I did incorrectly. Cool. That's gonna do it for today. Yeah, next time all those things that I said we'll do, and then we'll have locked chests. I think that's a really cool idea. I'm excited for this dungeon. This pirate ship dungeon is shaping up to be a lot of fun to work on so far. We'll have a couple more custom actors because we need a bunch of like destructible debris, like, you know, barrels and stuff to roll through, and like walls to break down, and all kinds of stuff like that. So there will be a lot of actor work for this dungeon as well, which I think people enjoy actor stuff. So thanks all. I will catch you next time. Thanks for stopping by.